Hi, welcome back. It's me again, Russell Slack, the founder of Guided Seasons Wealth Advisors. What if you decide to make a change of advisors, but you find out that your annuity income is stuck with the old one? You may be asking how that's even possible, or if it is. And I'm here to tell you that it is possible and it happens all the time. Most people don't realize that when they sign those annuity contracts. So today I want to talk about how annuity compensation works and how it can affect what happens if you decide to move on. So here we go. When an advisor writes an annuity contract, they are typically compensated by the insurance company in the form of a commission. In most cases, the writing advisor retains the rights to the ongoing commissions. That means if they no longer are active, if you're dissatisfied, if you move to a new area, or you just want a fresh perspective, that compensation is attached to the original writing advisor, and you may be stuck. While there is a form to transfer the servicing agent, there is no form to transfer the unearned future income, and that's where tension can arise. Well, not all advisors operate under the same standard. Some advisors, like insurance only professionals, operate under what's known as a suitability standard. That means the product must be suitable based on your situation at the time of sale. Other advisors hold themselves out as fiduciaries. A fiduciary standard requires recommendations to be in your best interest, not just suitable at the time of sale. It also requires disclosure and management of ongoing conflicts of interest. So why does that matter? Because if you decide to move on, a fiduciary should evaluate any request, including the releasing of unearned commissions, through the lens of what is in your best interest, not on what preserves their compensation. Let's say you want a new advisor to meet with you, service your needs, and help you with your long-term financial planning. The problem is they can't get paid. They can't get compensated for their time. The original advisor continues to receive the income unless they voluntarily give it up in a personal letter. And if they won't, now you're stuck. That doesn't mean that originally they acted improperly in writing that annuity, but the incentives influence ongoing behavior. And when compensation doesn't flow to the new relationship, you can feel stuck and introduce a whole new set of conflicts of interest. If an advisor cannot get compensated on the existing contract, they may recommend replacing it or just surrendering it. And that could trigger surrender charges, a loss of income value. It may reset waiting periods. So now you're stuck between two compensation structures, one that benefits the original advisor to keep it, and the other one that benefits the new advisor to replace it. And you just want to work with the person who has your best interests in mind. And this may all seem pretty negative. This episode isn't about saying annuities are bad. They absolutely can serve a purpose. I just want to discuss an understanding of the incentives and the standards of care that will help you make better decisions. So before making changes, demand a clear disclosure of how each advisor is compensated. Demand a written pro and con analysis if you're going to surrender a policy. And make sure there's an explanation of how they operate, whether they're under the suitability structure or the fiduciary obligations. No financial product or advisor should make you feel trapped. In conclusion, be wise with your life's savings. Be informed on your investments, but also be fully informed on the trajectory of the advisor and their conflicts that may leave you abandoned. Again, no advisory relationship should continue simply because compensation makes it inconvenient to leave. If they are fiduciary, demand that the decisions they make are on that legal standard, not decisions that protect their income. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Things I Wish I Knew, because education brings clarity on the decisions that lay before you. Until next time, be well.